My name is Shara McCallum. I'm going to read two poems from my new book, No Ruined Stone. The book offers an alternate account of history. It's based on a thread of the life of the 18th century Scottish poet Robert Burns. Several years ago, I learned a story about Burns, which is that he almost went to Jamaica to work on a slave plantation. Had he gone, he would have been responsible for overseeing the work of enslaved Africans. I was very struck by that story about Burns's almost migration, principally because I knew and loved his poems and had a very different image through the poems of who the man might have been. I wrote this book in many ways to answer or try to inhabit several questions of history, race, slavery, passing, miscegenation, rape, gender, love, ethics, many, many questions, but one of which is a narrative question, and the poems unfold as a novel in verse, centered on the question of what would have happened had he gone. I'm going to read the first and the last poem in the book, which are also the two poems that bear the title of the collection as a whole. And I will just say neither of those are part of the dramatis personae and characters that are inhabiting the rest of the book. These are both very much in my voice as the poet, and they frame the book. The first is, again, called No Ruined Stone, and the address of the poem, the you, is Robert Burns. You saturate the sight of those who come after, poets and painters alike. Your words invade my mind's listening, manacle my tongue when I try to speak. On all, I backward cast my eye and fear and cannot see. Who would I have been to you? What stone in the ruined house of the past? In this world, I am unloosed, belonging to no country, no tribe, no clan, not African, not Scotland. And you, voice that stalks my waking and dreaming, you, more myth than man, cannot unmake history. So why am I here, resurrecting you to speak, when your silence gulfs centuries? Why do I find myself on your doorstep knocking, when I know the dead will never answer? So I'm going to skip now to the very last poem in the book. A lot happens in between, but for now I will just say that after the narrative of this imagined account of history intervention into the historical record unfolds, I come back at the end, and this is me speaking once more, and this is a poem from my grandmother, No Ruined Stone. When the dead return, they will come to you in dream, and in waking will be the bird knocking, knocking against glass, seeking a way in, will masquerade as the wind, its voice made audible by the tongues of leaves greedily lapping, as the waves' self-made fugue is a turning and returning. The dead will not then, nor ever again, desert you. Their unrest will be the coat cloaking you. The farther you journey from them, the more distance will maw in you, time and place gulching when the dead return to demand accounting, wanting and wanting and wanting everything you have to give, and nothing will quench or unhunger them as they take all you make as offering, then tell you to begin again. Thank you for listening.